let's talk about what the Congress party has been now saying as far as giving a suspension of business notice to the Rajya Sabha. This is coming in from Randeep Singh Surjewala, and to discuss the Ayodhya Ram Mandir donation embezzlement matter. Now, remember already when it comes to the LOPs of both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, who have written to Prime Minister Narendra Modi asking for a comprehensive investigation into the matter as far as the embezzlement in the donation is now concerned, and also seeking transparency on this issue. We are now looking at the Congress party, which is now seeking answers from the government side and wanting this issue to now be raised in the parliament. Let's connect with Nyamika on this. So Nyamika, again, now we are looking at the first day of the monsoon session, and on the first day itself, now we are looking as far as this notice of the suspension of business that has been taken up by the Congress in the Rajya Sabha. Well, the Congress party is now seeking suspension of the business in the Ayodhya Ram Mandir donations embezzlement matter, and this is now something which the Congress party aims to take up against the government in a big way in the parliament. So suggesting as far as the business to be suspended and a matter to be taken up for debate and discussion is what the Congress party now seems to be seeking from the government side. So let's, in the meantime, also talk about the parliament session that convenes from today, because the political battle lines that have been drawn at the all-party meeting that had been convened by the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, the opposition staged a brief walkout in protest over the invitation extended to the NCPI. Now, the grouping that comprises of 20 rebel Trinamool Congress MPs, whose merger is still pending before the Speaker, and the opposition alleged that the government was attempting to legitimize a faction whose status is yet to be decided. Apart from the political fight over the rebel MPs in the all-party meeting that brought out the divide over two major constitutional issues. One is delimitation and the other is women's reservation. Now, according to sources, what we are learning that the Speaker, Om Birla, is expected to announce a possible merger of the 20 rebel Trinamool rebel MPs with the NCPI before the House convenes. Now, remember in yesterday's all-party meeting, there was a tag with, the rebel MPs who were seated in that all-party meeting, which already labeled them as NCPI. So that now, according to sources, the Speaker's office, meanwhile, has sought documents, including proof of the NCPI's Election Commission registration, and after reviewing the submissions, believing that the proposed merger complies with the applicable parliamentary rules and the legal provisions. Remember, over this issue yesterday, the TMC, we saw Mahua Moitra coming out to register their symbolic protest, and along with other opposition parties, they staged a symbolic walkout as well. Meanwhile, the 20 rebel TMC MPs have also been granted separate seating through their demand for a recognition as a separate group. Let's connect with Sabyasachi in the moment, because NDA's push for a two-thirds majority, however, seems to be gaining momentum. Sabya, we are now looking at as far as the recognition that may be granted to the NCPI, despite we have seen the TMC staging a symbolic walkout yesterday.
Well, that's right. See, the Trinamool Congress, along with the opposition, did a walkout from the all-party meeting, and they were not happy with the fact that the NCPI MPs have been called for the all-party meeting. Now, what we are learning from the Secretariat sources is that today, before the Parliament commences, there could be the formal announcement of the NCPI, and several documents had been sought from the Lok Sabha Secretariat from the NCPI. The NCPI Chief Whip, in fact, Kakuli Ghosh Dosidar, had submitted all these documents, which shows that the NCPI is registered with the EC, and also all the legal aspect which proves that NCPI is a political party is met. So today, before the Lok Sabha begins, the formal announcement could take place. Meanwhile, last night also there was a hurdle of the NCPI MPs in the national capital itself. 20 of the 15 member of parliaments held a meeting where in this meeting they had decided that all these proposals and bills that would be brought in by the central government, they are going to extend their support, and also there's going to be different sitting arrangement that we would see. Because earlier Abhishek Banerjee used to sit in the front row.
I think we're just going to talk about what happens with the rebel faction of the TMC, but I'm told that Nyamika is connected with us right now. Nyamika, now that seems to be the suspension of business notice in the Rajya Sabha that has now been taken up by a Congress MP.
Well, yes, that is going to be the major focus point of the Congress party in particular. We have seen that how yesterday the leader of opposition in both the houses, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge as well as Mr. Rahul Gandhi, had issued a joint letter to Prime Minister Narendra Modi asking for an independent inquiry in the Ram Mandir donation embezzlement row. And now, suspension of business notice has been moved by the Rajya Sabha MP of the Congress party, Mr. Randeep Singh Surjewala, as he is basically raising a question upon the government's silence, as he's basically stating that this is a matter which is related to the public sentiments and the way in which the government is dealing over this entire issue. The kind of silence which is being maintained is not acceptable at all, and that is the only reason why the Congress party has once again demanded that there should be a judicial inquiry which must be initiated over this entire matter. In fact, they are also stating that the findings should also be made public. The kind of donations which have been given by the people of this country in terms of jewelry, be it the gold or the silver jewelry in particular, they should be made public so that people should also get to know that how much donations have been given to the Ram Mandir. We have seen that how the Congress party has made it very clear that they are going to raise this matter in the parliament as well, and now the suspension of business notice has already been moved by the Rajya Sabha MP of the Congress party, Mr. Randeep Singh Surjewala.
Absolutely. Let's also talk about what the Congress party here has been attempting, as far as both of the LOPs in the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha have written to the Prime Minister seeking for a transparent probe, and also seeking that there needs to be some answerability on part of the government on the Ram Mandir embezzlement, the donation embezzlement. Pratibha is also joining us live from the Vijay Chowk. Pratibha, good morning. Of course, today is the day when the monsoon session of Parliament begins, and today is also the day when we are looking at monsoons now returning to the national capital, but lots lined up. Monsoon session of Parliament inside the House, and of course, when we take a look at what's happening at Jantar Mantar.
Absolutely, Amita. Like you said, it's a perfect start to the monsoon session. It's raining outside already. We're at Vijay Chowk at the Power Center. But even if it's raining outside, it's going to be quite fiery inside. A lot has been planned in the Parliament today. Some of the important bills are going to come up. And we're also going to see a completely different side of the Parliament. Very different from what it was in the previous session, because now the NDA has a lot of support. The opposition looks fractured. The numbers are adding up in favor of the NDA. So for the India bloc, this is going to be quite a big test on what is going to happen in the Parliament. The opposition has, of course, decided to bring up a lot of issues, including the NEET examination paper leaks. They're going to talk about the Ram Mandir embezzlement. A lot of issues that the opposition has decided to talk about, including, of course, the fracturing of the parties as well. Remember, yesterday when the centre had called for an all-party meeting as well, there was some drama, almost a prelude into what can be expected in the Parliament, because the opposition leaders staged a walkout asking why the rebel MPs had been called in for this meeting. So there was a lot of drama even in the all-party meeting. But again, the appeal from the government was very clear. It is to ensure that at least the Parliament functions. Apart from that, outside the Parliament as well, today a lot of drama is expected, because while inside the Parliament, the opposition leaders are likely to raise the issue of Sonam Wangchuk being taken from the protest site in Jantar Mantar and being taken to the hospital, with many from the opposition going on to say that this is not him being taken to the hospital. He was detained by the police officials. They've gone on to say that it's unacceptable. So that fight is going on inside the Parliament. Outside the Parliament, we're also going to see a march. In fact, from Jantar Mantar, the CJP protesters are expected to be marching towards the Parliament. The Delhi police, though, have made it clear that there is no permission that has been given, and owing to the fact that the monsoon session starts today, there are a lot of restrictions that are in place as well. So a lot of drama can be expected outside as well, because these protesters are going to be marching towards the Parliament, and they have received a lot of support in the last few days from the opposition leaders. Even yesterday, there were a lot of activists, including Prakash Raj as well, who were present at the protest site. So, Amita, a lot can be expected inside the Parliament and also outside.
All right. So let's, in the meantime, stay with our reporters and also get you the number game inside the Lok Sabha. That seems to have changed dramatically in the favor of the NDA, as the Speaker Om Birla has approved the merger of the 6 UBD faction of the Shiv Sena with the Eknath faction of the Shiv Sena taking their strength in the Lok Sabha to 13. And as far as the UBD faction is concerned, their strength has come down to just 3. Meanwhile, let's speak of the DMK as well. Now, this seems to be a big change in their stand as far as hinting their possible support on key constitutional bills, but with a condition. DMK MP Tiruchi Siva has now hinted that the DMK seems to be open to back women's reservation bill, but has sought greater clarity from the centre on delimitation. Now, this remarks could prove significant as the government works to shore up its numbers for the crucial legislation.
जेएमएम ने हम सभी ने 2023 में महिला आरक्षण बिल को ऑलरेडी पारित कर दिया है। उसमें कहीं कोई शंका नहीं, हम उनके पक्ष में ही हैं, हम महिला आरक्षण बिल के पक्ष में हैं। लेकिन पिछले सत्र में इन लोगों ने जिस तरह से डिलिमिटेशन के सामने शिखंडी की तरह महिला आरक्षण बिल को खड़ा करके इन लोगों ने कोशिश ये की कि डिलिमिटेशन करा लिया जाए। उसमें नुकसान ये था कि डिलिमिटेशन आयोग में जिन लोगों को रखा जाने की बात थी, रखी जाने की, उसमें ये शंका थी कि राज्यों में जब सीमांकन होगा, कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी बटेंगे, तो उसमें कहीं अपोजिशन के प्रत्याशियों के साथ भेदभाव ना हो।
पर डिलिमिटेशन में सरकार कह रही है 50% इंक्रीज तो सीट होगी असेंबली में भी और पार्लियामेंट में भी। आपको लगता है कहीं ना कहीं वो कॉम्पनसेट उस तरीके से तो सरकार करेगी और खुद देखेगी?
देखिए, आज की मीटिंग के बाद और कल जब माननीय खड़गे जी के कार्यालय में एक संपूर्ण अपोजिशन की मीटिंग होगी, उस मीटिंग में जो भी निर्णय लिया जाएगा उस पर फिर मेरी पार्टी विचार करेगी कि हमें क्या करना है।
सपोर्ट वुमेन रिजर्वेशन बिल?
No, Mahila reservation already we are supported, na.
And delimitation?
Yeah, we supported. Our party like that only. Our party decision taken, our KCR जी 2014 में महिला रिजर्वेशन बिल में मदद किया था, बिल पास करके भी भेजा। आरक्षण के लिए सपोर्ट है, 33% बैकवर्ड क्लास बेसिक रिजर्वेशन भी होना है, उसके लिए भी हम लड़ते हैं।
विमेन रिजर्वेशन बिल पास हो चुका है। अब ये जो डिलिमिटेशन के नाम पे बीजेपी जिताओ बिल पास करना चाहते हैं, उसका हम समर्थन नहीं करते। विमेन रिजर्वेशन बिल तो पास हो चुका, उसका हमने समर्थन किया था। लेकिन अब ये बीजेपी जिताओ बिल पास करना चाहते हैं, उसका हम समर्थन कैसे कर सकते हैं?
So let's in the meantime get you this basic understanding as far as the numbers here are concerned, because this is where it all comes down to. The current strength of the Lok Sabha suggesting around 540. With that, the two-third majority mark would be 360. Now, there are vacancies as well, and we are now looking as far as the new two-third majority mark, 336. How would that come? If we are looking as far as the opposition parties, if they decide now to lend their support to the government. So there is where we are now looking at the numbers, and the two-third majority will come down significantly and will shore up as far as the strength for the NDA is concerned. So if the Samajwadi Party abstains, 540 minus 37, again 503. Total in support, we are looking at 338. So NDA currently having 298. Add to that the 20 rebel MPs from the TMC factions, with the NCP, Sharad Pawar Party, then the YSRCP, the UPPL, the SAD, the ZPM, and the IND. So that means that as far as when it comes to shoring up the numbers for the NDA is concerned, it will gain a lot of strength if the opposition parties also lend their support if this matter once again is taken up in the parliament.